Good morning, students. Myself Rizwana Rathod. I have specialty MSc Nursing in Psychiatric Nursing. I am going to teach you the Psychiatric Nursing. The Psychiatric Nursing, the subject which is included in the third year BSc Nursing and second year GNM. So, in Psychiatric Nursing, I'll going to teach you about the mental health unit first. So, introduction. It's a state of balance between the individual and surrounding world. So, balance means stability. Stability between us and between our uh, surrounding environment. Surrounding environment means all the environments are included. That is physiological environment, psychological environment, social environment, spiritual environment, interpersonal relationship, all. So, mental health means balance between the individual and surrounding world. A state of harmony between oneself and others means there is a harmony between ourself and that of other people. A coexistence between the realities of self and that of other people and the environment. Coexistence means similarity between the self and other people and also the environment. So we will move on to the definition. An adjustment of human being to the world and to each other with the maximum of effectiveness and happiness. In mental health, human beings adjust with the world and to the other people. But in which condition there is a maximum of effectiveness and happiness. Thus, mental would have include not only the absence of diagnostic labels such as schizophrenia and OCD, but also ability to cope with the stressors of daily living, freedom from anxiety, and cope with those. Means mental health means not only the absence of disease such as schizophrenia, depression, mania, but also to cope with the daily living activities, to freedom from anxiety, and to cope with the daily frustration. So there is a components of health. So there is a three component: the ability to accept self, the capacity to feel right toward other, and the ability to fulfill life tasks. The ability to accept self means the mentally healthy person have a own self-esteem and have own self-respect. Then the capacity to feel right toward others means we are interested in the other people welfare. The ability to fulfill life tasks means the mentally healthy person is able to set goal and trying to achieve it. He should shoulder his own responsibility. Characteristic of mentally healthy person: he has the ability to make adjustment. Means mentally healthy person knows the importance of adjustment, compromise, and sacrifice. He has a sense of personal worth. He solve his problem largely by his own effort and take his own decision. Mentally healthy person solves his own problem by his own efforts and by his own decision. He has a sense of personal security and feels secure in a group. Mentally healthy person have a sense of security and also feel secure in a group. Mentally healthy person has a sense of responsibility. He can give and accept love. Mentally healthy person can easily give and accept love. He lives in a world of reality rather than fantasy. What things happen that is a mentally ill people lives in a fantasy world, but the mentally healthy person lives in a reality rather than the fantasy. He should have emotional maturity. Means mentally healthy person is able to tolerate daily living frustration. He should have a variety of interests. Now we will move on to the mental illness. We see the mental health, components of mental health, and characteristic of mentally healthy person. Now we will see about the mental illness. What is mental illness? So mental illness is maladjustment in living. Means mental health there is a adjustment in living, but mental illness there is maladjustment in living. The word itself suggests there is a disbalance or disharmony between living. In general, the person behavior causing distress and suffering to the self and others. If mentally healthy person how mentally healthy person behave, the mentally healthy person behavior cause distress and suffering to self and to also others. The mentally healthy person behavior causing disturbance in day-to-day activity, workplace, job, interpersonal relationship like family, spouses, close friends, etc. Definition: mental and behavioral disorder are understood as clinically significant condition characterized by alteration in thinking, mood, behavior associated with personal distress and impaired function. What do you mean by mental illness? The definition itself suggests all the alteration which is deviation from the normal mental health, that is alteration in thinking, mood and behavior, and also the personal distress and impaired functioning occur. Characteristic of mental illness. So characteristic, which is the characteristic The all psychology of mind is changed. That is changes in thinking, personality, memory, judgment, perception, and this is which is appear to be deviated from the previous personality. The behavior causes distress and suffering to self and others, and the behavior causes disturbance in day-to-day activities, work, and interpersonal relationship. Now we will move on to the evaluation of mental health services and treatment. Mental illness was due as a demonic possession. Demonic means evil spirit. The result of violating a taboo means if we break the rules and regulation of our society or our culture and neglecting a cultural ritual and spiritual condemnation. We can neglect the cultural ritual and spiritual condemnation. पहले mental illness को कैसे देखा जाता था? जैसे डेमोनिक पोजेशन मीन्स हमारे अंदर भूत है, आत्मा है, ऐसे देखा जाता था. फिर हमने कोई रूल्स रेगुलेशन ब्रेक किया है, ऐसे देखा जाता था. फिर हमने कोई कल्चरल रिचुअल और स्पिरिचुअल को फॉलो नहीं किया है, इसलिए हमको मेंटल इलनेस होती थी. पहले लोग ऐसे मानते थे. बट as a result, the mentally ill were often starved, beaten, burnt, amputated, tortured in order to make the body and not suitable place for the demon. Means जो mentally ill people होते थे उनको मारा जाता था, भूखा रखा जाता था, प्यासा रखा जाता था, जलाया जाता था, उनके बॉडी पार्ट्स काट दिए जाते थे. क्यों बॉडी पार्ट्स काट दिए जाते थे? लोग सोचते थे कि हम उसको टॉर्चर करेंगे तो उसमें जो आत्मा है वो निकल जाएंगी. Gradually, man begin the quest for scientific knowledge and truth, which can be stress. Means जैसे जैसे हमारी मेंटल हेल्थ का इवैल्यूएशन हुआ, there is a scientific knowledge and truth. So first one, there is a Pythagoras. Pythagoras, that is 580 to 510 before Christ, developed the concept the brain is the seat of intellectual activity. What the Pythagoras said? Pythagoras said that his brain is the seat of intellectual activity. Then comes Hippocrates. Hippocrates, that is in the era of 460 to 370 before Christ, described mental illness as hysteria, mania, and depression. Hippocrates classified the mental illness in three parts, that is hysteria, mania, and depression. Plato identified the relationship between mind and body. As you all know, in psychology, there is a body-mind relationship. So, who identified this relationship? That is Plato. Then Asclepiades. Asclepiades is the advertised father of psychiatry. Made the use of simple hygienic measures such as diet, bath, massage in place of mechanical restraint. पहले जो mentally ill people होते थे उनको बांधा जाता था, means बांध के रखा जाता था. बट जो ये Asclepiades थे उनको फादर ऑफ साइकेट्री बोला जाता था. वो उन्होंने क्या किया? सिंपल हाइजीनिक मेजर का यूज किया, जैसे डाइट, बाथ, मसाज एंड एनवायरमेंटल हाइजीन. देन द ग्रीक वेर द फर्स्ट स्टडी मेंटल इलनेस साइंटिफिकली. सबसे पहले किसने स्टडी किया साइंटिफिकली मेंटल इलनेस को? ग्रीक्स थे वो. द ग्रीक फिलोसोफर emphasized on the release of repressed emotion for the effective ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ मेंटल इलनेस. ग्रीक फिलोसोफर ने क्या किया कि जो हमारे रिप्रेस्ड इमोशन होते हैं उनको हमें बाहर लाना है. ही सजेस्टेड कैथारसिस एंड म्यूजिक थेरेपी फॉर द पेशेंट विथ मेलानकोलिया. मेलानकोलिया मीन्स डिप्रेशन. कैथारसिस मीन्स जो हमारे माइंड के तीन पार्ट होते हैं, कॉन्शियस, सबकॉन्शियस एंड अनकॉन्शियस. सो अनकॉन्शियस माइंड में से चीज बाहर लानी है कैथारसिस और म्यूजिक थेरेपी से. ड्यूरिंग मिडल एजेस, सेंट ऑगस्टिन हु बिलीव्ड दैट although God acted directly in human affairs, people were responsible for his own action. So Saint Augustine क्या बोल रहे थे? मिडल एजेस मतलब इन द एरा, मिडल एरा. वो क्या बिलीव करते थे कि गॉड हमारे ह्यूमन अफेयर्स में डायरेक्टली एक्ट करते हैं, बट कहीं ना कहीं जो पर्सन होते हैं, जो पीपल होते हैं, उसके ओन एक्शन के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल है. सो इन यूरोप 1300 to 600, this represent the saddest chapter in the history of psychiatry. यूरोप में 1300 से 16 तक की साल में saddest chapter in the history of psychiatry, when it was believed that demons were the cause of hallucination, delusion and sexual activity, and the treatment was torture and even death. यूरोप में क्या माना जाता था कि जो स्पिरिट, इविल स्पिरिट होते हैं वो हमारे हेल्यूसिनेशन, डेल्यूजन और सेक्सुअल एक्टिविटी के लिए रिस्पॉन्सिबल होते, और उनकी ट्रीटमेंट क्या थी? टॉर्चर, और उसको मारा जाता था या जलाया जाता था या काटा जाता था. सो हमने क्या देखा? इवोल्यूशन ऑफ मेंटल हेल्थ एंड सर्विसेज एंड ट्रीटमेंट. कौन कौन से लोग थे? पाइथागोरस, हिपोक्रेट्स, प्लेटो, एस्क्लेपियड्स, ग्रीक्स, देन सेंट ऑगस्टिन एंड इन यूरोप. Then we will next move on to the prevalence and incidence of mental health problems and disorder. As you see in the chart, drug abuse 2.0%, mental retardation 3 to 4%, physical disability 25%, and mental illness that is 52%. During the last 2 decades, many epidemiological studies have been conducted in India. Means there is a research activities which is conducted in India that shows the prevalence of major psychiatric disorder is about the same all over the world. All over the world, there is a major psychiatric disorder. The prevalence report from these studies range from the population of 18 to 207 per 1000 with the median 65.4 per 1000. Most of the patients live in the rural areas. A large number of adult patients coming to the general OPD and are not diagnosed mentally ill. However, these patients are usually missed because either medical officer or general practitioner at the primary healthcare unit does not ask detailed medical history. If we want to know about the medical history, we as a nursing staff, we will do the mental status examination and neurological examination. But in the primary health center, the general medical practitioner and the other physician not as the medical history. So we will miss the case. According to the Health Information of India 2005, mental morbidity rate is not less than 18 to 20 per 1000, and the type of illness and the prevalence very much same as the other part of the world. Analysis of 15 epidemiological studies shows prevalence of rates as follows. All mental disorders 73 per 1000 population. Schizophrenia 2.5 per 1000 population. Affective disorder 34 per 1000 population. Anxiety neurosis 16.5 per 1000 population. Hysteria the 3.3 per 1000 population. Mental retardation 5.3 per 1000 population. So the numerical value suggests that this is the prevalence and incidence of mental disorder. The common psychiatric illnesses encountered in a clinic of general hospital are neurotic disorder. Means the common psychiatric illness that is encountered in general hospital, that is neurotic disorder. OCD means obsessive compulsive disorder, anxiety and reactive depression. The psychosomatic disorder means body mind relationship, that is hypertension, diabetes mellitus, peptic ulcer, tension, headache. Then functional psychosis, for example schizophrenia, mania, depression and organic psychosis. In child guidance clinic, the common mental illnesses include mental retardation, conduct disorder, hyperkinetic syndrome and enuresis. In the childhood psychiatric disorder, that is main major disorder is mental retardation, conduct disorder, hyperkinetic syndrome and enuresis. In a geriatric clinic, the common disorder are depression, dementia and delusional disorder. In the psychosexual clinic, the common problem include that the syndrome, premature ejaculation and erectile dysfunction. Thank you everyone. Good morning students. Today I am going to teach you the psychiatric nursing in that unit first, mental health. In previous lecture, we will learn about the concept of mental health and mental illness, evaluation of mental health, treatment and its services, and prevalence and incidence of mental disorder. Today we will learn about the Indian Mental Health Act. Before going to learn about the Indian Mental Health Act, we must know how Act work. There are different type of variety of Act in our country. Act means it's contain rules and regulations. So the person or people cannot break the rule. If break the rule, he or she can count in the criminal. So it is a different rule for the mental health. So its name is the Indian Mental Health Act. The Indian Mental Health Act was drafted by the Parliament in 1987, but it came into effect in all the states and union territories of India in 1993. The Act replaced the Indian Lunacy Act 1912. So the Mental Health Act was passed by the Parliament in 1997, but it came into effect in 1993. There was another act before the Indian Mental Health Act, the Indian Lunacy Act 1912. The lunacy means mentally ill people. History. Indian Lunacy Act, Act 4 of 1912 replaced the Indian Lunatic Asylum Act, Act 36 of 1858. So there was another act, that is Indian Lunatic Asylum Act 1858, which is replaced by the Indian Lunatic Act 1912. It was enacted to govern reception, detention and care of lunatics and their properties. Lunatic means mentally ill people. So for which purpose it was enacted means which purpose it was made. For the reception, detention. Detention means retention of the people in the hospital. The act is divided into 4 parts and 8 chapters, and it consists of 100 sections. Indian Lunacy Act of 1912 was followed by the opening of many new asylums and improvement in the general condition of asylum, and to increase the awareness regarding the situation of lunatics in such asylum. The Indian Lunacy Act 1912. How followed by many of new asylum. There are many opening of new assignment, improvement of the general condition of the asylums. In 1946, the Boer Committee submitted the recommendation. In community, you all know Boer Committee. In second year BSc Nursing. In January 1949, and drafting committee was appointed, which consisted of 3 distinguished psychiatrists. They prepared a draft bill called the Indian Mental Health Act. The Indian Mental Health Act was prepared by 3 distinguished psychiatrists, which was redrafted and finalized in January in 1950 and forwarded to the Government of India. After 37 years, the Indian Mental Health Act 1997 was finally passed the Lok Sabha on 19 March 1987. Later, the Government of India issues the order that came into force with the effect from April 1993 in all the states and union territories of India. The Indian Mental Health Act was redrafted and finalized in 1950 and forwarded to the Government of India. Then after 37 years, the Indian Mental Health Act finally passed in the Lok Sabha on 19 March 1987. Later, the Government of India issued the order that came into force with the effect from April 1993. Reason for the enactment. Why we made this Act, Indian Mental Health Act? The attitude of society toward the mentally has changed considerably, and it is now realized that no stigma should be attached to such illness, and it is curable practically when diagnosed as an early stage. Means before the Indian Mental Health Act, there are many people who have misunderstanding, superstition about the mentally ill people, that evil spirit has come into them. But there is a no stigma should be attached to such illness, and if you diagnose the mental illness at early stage, it is curable. The mentally ill individual treated like any other sick person. Uh, why why we enact the Indian Mental Health Act? So for the mentally ill individual is treated like the same other any sick person, has revealed that it has outmoded with the rapid advancement of medical science. Therefore, become necessary to make fresh legislation in accordance with the new approach. Objectives of Indian Mental Health Act: to regulate the admission and discharges into psychiatric hospital. Why we enacted the Indian Mental Health Act? So these are the objectives: to regulate admission and discharges into mental hospital, to protect the society from the mentally ill person, to protect the citizen from being detained in psychiatric hospital without sufficient force. Detain means retention. So to protect the citizens means to protect the people from being retained in the psychiatric hospital without any force. To regulate the maintenance charge of psychiatric hospital. To provide facilities for establishing guardianship of mentally ill person who are unable to manage their own affairs. The mentally ill people who are unable to manage their own affairs, we have provided in objective, the Mental Health Act provide the guardianship for that people. To establish central and state level authorities. To regulate the power of government for establishing licensing, controlling psychiatric hospital. To provide the legal aid to mentally ill people. The act was divided into 10 chapters. Chapter 1, it contains preliminary information and definition. So first definition we will see the psychiatric hospital and nursing home. A hospital or nursing home established or maintained by the government or any other person for the care of mentally ill people. In psychiatric hospital, generally what we do, we admit and discharge the mentally ill people. Then mentally ill person means a person who is in the need of treatment by the reason of any mental disorder other than mental retardation. We cannot include the mental retardation in the mental disorder. So the person who is in need of treatment by the reason of any other mental disorder. Psychiatrist means who is the psychiatrist? So the psychiatrist have a medical practitioner possessing a postgraduate degree or diploma in Psychiatry recognized by the Medical Council of India, constituted under the Indian Medical Council Act. The psychiatrist, who was the psychiatrist? Psychiatrist is the medical practitioner possessing a postgraduate degree or diploma in psychiatry recognized by the Medical Council of India. Then now reception order means an order made under the provision of this act for the admission and detention of mentally ill person in a psychiatric hospital or psychiatric nursing home. What is reception order? Order made under the provision of this act for the admission and discharge of the psychiatric patient. Then mentally ill person. The person who is in mentally ill person means the person who is in the need of treatment by reason of any mental disorder. Mentally ill prisoner. Mentally ill person whose detention or removal to a psychiatric hospital or psychiatric nursing home, jail, other place of safe custody in order to refer to section 27. Then minor means a person who has not completed the age of 18 years. What do you mean by minor? The person who has not completed the age of 18 years. Then medical officer. Medical officer means gazetted medical officer who work under the government of India, and it is a general medical practitioner. Then medical practitioner means a person who can possess a medical qualification. Then we will see the chapter 2, mental health authorities. The central and the state government shall establish an medical authorities. So what we will discuss in the chapter 1, that is psychiatric hospital or nursing home, mental ill person, psychiatrist, reception order, mental ill person, mental ill prisoner, medical officer and medical practitioner. Next we will see the chapter 2, that is mental health authorities. Mental health authorities means central government and state government. So there is a central government and state government establish the authority for mental health. The authority established under subsection shall be subject to the superintendence, direction and control of the central government. The authority is established but under the control of the central government. They are regulating and coordinating the mental health services. Services under the central government and all other matter which under this act are the concern of the central government or any officer or authority subordinate to the central government. Services comes under the central government are come under the any officer or authority. Supervise the psychiatric hospital and psychiatric nursing home and other mental health services agencies, including places in which mentally ill person may be kept or detained under the control of central government. Means they are supervising and inspecting the psychiatric hospital and psychiatric nursing home and other mental health services in which the patients are admitted and discharged. Advise the central government on all matters relating to the mental health. Means what state government can do, advise the central government on all matters relating to mental health. Discharge such other function with respect to matters relating to the mental health as the central government may require. Next, we will see the chapter 3. It provides guidelines for the establishment and maintenance of psychiatric hospital or psychiatric nursing home. The chapter 3 main included is providing guidelines for the establishment and maintenance of psychiatric hospital and psychiatric nursing home. The central government may in part of India or state government may within the limit of jurisdiction establish or maintain psychiatric hospital or psychiatric nursing home for the admission, treatment and care of mentally ill person at such places at things fits and separate psychiatric hospital and psychiatric nursing home be established or maintained. Means for the treatment of mentally ill people there is a separate specialty psychiatric hospital should be maintained for the care, treatment and diagnosing of the mentally ill people. Establishment or maintenance of psychiatric hospital and psychiatric nursing home. Those who are under the age of 16 years, those who are addicted to the alcohol or other drugs which lead to behavioral changes in person, and those who have been convicted to any offense. So these are the reasons for the maintenance of psychiatric hospital and nursing